Well, it's been an awful long time since we fished here. We're at Shearwater, only for the day. Both myself and Margot have got the day off. So we've taken the opportunity to have a bit of a run in the camper and see if we can catch a carp or two. See what unfolds.
Don't think they're missing many, are they?
No, I think they like this again.
Yeah. That's just a waste of bait.
Well, I know it's a Wednesday, but I have never seen Shearwater so quiet. There is nobody down the road bank whatsoever. Apparently there's one person about halfway down on the wood bank, and over on the lawn there's a couple of matchmen and us. I don't think anybody's catching, but we managed to get some bait out. I put a mini spom on in the end because the seagulls are just punishing us with a throwing stick. So I've got a kilo of bait spread over the patch and the rods are on it. So fingers crossed, something happens. If not, it's a lovely day. When the sun's out, it's gorgeous. It gets a bit chilly when it goes behind the clouds, but it's far better than working any day of the week. Well, there's another fisherman just turned up. He doesn't seem to be doing any better than we are. Just watching and waiting. And watching and waiting. It's a bit like us. And another fisherman keeps going down, but he's not catching nothing.
The man's going to take a picture of it because that lady's taking it. Look, oh no.
Beautiful. Really lovely that when you've got a tall
Well,
fish.
they've been a long time coming. For this one's 9¼ pounds. So it's made it worth coming. The sun's been lovely. Let's see if we can catch a few more now. I think this is Margot's favourite new fishing jumper. Thanks, Mark. The sun's going down behind the trees, and I know the moment it does it's going to get bitterly cold here again like it was first thing this morning. It's been gorgeous today. The fishing hasn't been too good. Margot managed that one common, and that's the only indication we've had all day. There's been a couple of matchmen fishing on the lawns, and I haven't seen them catch a fish either, and I know there was one other further down, and I don't believe they've caught. So that's it from today. It's been a really pleasant day session. I've still got the rest of the week off, and I think I'm going somewhere else tomorrow. Probably just me and the dog. Till then, cooking and carping. Well, this is day 2. I'm at Culver's. Just me and Alvy. Margot's working. So we've come up here. It was a hard frost this morning. Still quite chilly now. But we've had a walk around the lake. It's gin clear. We've seen absolutely nothing. So we've chosen this spot where we can cover most of the bottom end of the lake. And as I was getting the rods out, one crashed down the margin. So there's one rod on that one on a hinge stiff up towards the middle of the lake, and a solid bag across to the reeds off the point of the island. I wasn't very confident. It's especially when I saw how clear the water was. But seeing a fish show, you've got to be confident then. Let's see what happens. Well, despite seeing a few fish show, and every time I do I cast to them, the rods have remained still and the alarms have remained silent. It's bitterly cold, although the sun is trying to poke its way through the clouds at the moment. It's a welcome sight. Sitting here listening to not very much, the birds, the water trickling down the monk, I sort of realised what a completely different venue it is to the one we were at yesterday. Shearwater's 28 acres, a huge expanse of water, with people walking around constantly all day, asking you what you're doing, and if you catch a fish you have an audience. This, by way of contrast, is only about 3 acres, but so peaceful. There's no traffic noise, get the occasional plane go overhead, and an occasional train, because the railway line's not too far away, just a few fields away. But all you hear is the birds. I've seen a kingfisher a couple of times today. The ducks are splashing about and the coots. It's a wonderful place to be. I love them both. But if I'm honest, I love the seclusion of this place more. As you can see, the lake is really clear. You can test your rigs in the margin now. My little hinge stiff. Looks a bit blatant to me. There. Catches lots of fish, that rig. There's a solid bag. Taking a while to dissolve down to the water temperature. Amazing how much air is still in that bag, even though it was tied quite tight. In the summer that PVA would have all been gone by now. Here we go. You can see my pink wafter has come right out of the crumbed boilie. The lead's completely covered. The PVA is still slowly dissolving. A lot less blatant in this clear water. You can see the oils and things coming out of the bag. I've got one of them out there as well. Certainly a lot less blatant in this clear water. Perhaps there should be 3 of those out there. Looks like a bite, doesn't it? And that's actually taken 4 minutes to dissolve to that. Just shows you how long a bag takes in the cold water. theirs. Fishing can be cruel sometimes. I've been sat here in the cold all day. I'm just thinking about packing up, going home. The sun's gone down behind the trees now, and it's getting really cold again. And I've had an absolute screaming one-toner on this rod. The tip's bent round, the line's peeling off, and I picked the rod up and bent into nothing. I really thought that all my efforts today was going to be worthwhile, but unfortunately not. So unless something miraculous happens in the next 10 minutes while I'm packing up, that's it from cooking and carping and another blank session. Might be back tomorrow, we'll see. Well, here we are back again, and today it looks an awful lot more fishy than yesterday. It's a slight bit of drizzle, it's overcast, and it's about 10 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. The rods are in. I'm in the middle of the lake today. I saw some fish move here yesterday, put some bait in before I left. Quietly confident today. Let's hope I don't live to regret those words. Well, as you can see, the rain's pretty constant now. Myself and Alvy stuck in the day shelter. I've redone the rods a couple of times, but not had a single beat on any of them. And I've only seen one fish show today. Right across the far side over there. I put a rod on it, but it's just solid to weed over there. So I put the rods back on the spot, put a little bit of bait in, and we sit and wait. Good job we got 4G up here. Well, the rain's finally stopped. We managed to get out from under the shelter and have a little stroll up and down the bank. Still nothing to see. It's nice to be out, stretch our legs. Lake's still looking lovely. Just not producing anything. Did get excited by one single beat, only to see a coot come up. So I had to redo that rod because it was a solid bag. But all very quiet. I suppose that's fishing. Well, the rain's finally stopped, the kit's nearly dry, and I've had enough. I'm cold, and I've blanked 3 days in a row. It's time to go home, lick my wounds, and think about the next session. If we caught every time, we'd soon get bored, but it would have been nice to have had one today. That's it, from cooking and carping till next time.